Hey, welcome back to my channel, Best Practice Gaming. My name is Rob, and today I will finally be finishing up. Let's take a look at the quest here. Order Master Supreme. Now, this quest has taken me 2 to 3 weeks because I can only upload a video once a day, once a week, because all of the other projects I'm working on, plus full-time work schedule. But I should be able to finish this mission today, so let's get started. And I've had a pretty good week. I finally got my car diagnosed. Took me a little while to find a mechanic that just accepts cash, but I did find one. So with the benefit of just accepting cash, they don't try to upsell you on products or warranties or anything like that. So I'm really excited about that. And because I'm not living on the West Coast, it's going to cost not so much to get my car fixed. So what I mean by that is getting the brakes fixed, getting the sensors replaced. That's not all that expensive here, at least where I live on the East Coast, so I'm really excited about that. And it could be done in one go, so I'm really excited about that. I know I said that twice. And I've got 2 places that need a cargo delivery of these shipping containers here, so that's where I'm going. Other than that, I hope everybody's having a great week, a great Sunday here, which I'm recording on. I always record on Sundays. And eventually, I'll be in a position to help. Sorry, not help is what I'm trying to say. I'll be in a position to do live streams and do more with my channel and grow my channel because I'll be able to invest in it. So currently I'm working on purchasing a new PC. This is not going to be a gaming laptop, which I've been using. It's a great starter laptop. It's definitely worked for SnowRunner, but I want to do more, so that means I have to invest more. I don't know about the editing yet. I'll be investing in that eventually. But for now, having a much better PC is on my to-do list. And of course, I'm thinking about floating around a new idea called New Truck Fridays, where I purchase a new truck every Friday just to showcase the truck and its features. So I'm floating around that idea. I don't know if I can do that yet. Not purchase a truck with real world cash, but save up my cash in game and use a new truck eventually for a new mission. So I'll be working on that, and it just depends on how well I can save the in-game cash to purchase a new truck. And if old trucks become irrelevant, I can just sell those and start using new trucks. So that's how that will play out. There's a little bit of background noise, but I can filter that out later, so I'm not really worried about that. Oh yeah, that does remind me. I can't do like any real live streams until I can move, because I don't know what it is about these East Coast apartments, but they don't have good sound suppression, so you can hear like your neighbors and stuff like that. I don't know what that's about. I've never seen that on the West Coast when I was living in apartments or in a house. So it could be these old apartments or old just like military base apartments or something like that. And that's just for the area that I live in. So how it will play out over the next few videos is I'll be doing side quests because I believe I'm coming to the end of the main storyline quest for Alaska. So the next few videos will be side quests. So I'll be using like mini trucks or small trucks for those quests and using big trucks wherever is needed. I sure can't wait for roadcraft, because being able to clean up and clear the roads should have been included in SnowRunner, but that was not the case. Instead, it was just fixing the roads as best you can, and then there's debris all over the roads. So I personally never really enjoyed that. And of course, I've met and talked to some other players of SnowRunner who never really liked that as well. So that makes me excited for roadcraft. And then the next big project will probably be expeditions after playing SnowRunner here. Of course, I've got a long way to get through SnowRunner. And I don't know if they're ever going to stop releasing seasons for SnowRunner, so that could be a thing. Could go all the way up to 20 seasons. I don't know how long the project of SnowRunner is going. I'm sure they had like a 2-year ambition plan, and then they saw how popular it was or how niche it was, and then they started releasing more seasons after that. That's my speculation on how that went. I don't really know for sure. The only evidence I have to really go on is, of course, MudRunner, which is the previous game before this, which is all about transporting logs, so that's just my speculation on it. I just mapped out my way there, just so I know where I'm going and I don't make any wrong turns like in my previous video. And I'm really hoping that in Snowcraft, that you'll be able to map across multiple maps instead of just one map like here in SnowRunner. It could just be a sign of the time. SnowRunner was released on PS4, and I don't know what versions of Xbox they had at that time. There are many versions of Xbox that were released. Go ahead and turn on the lights there. Oh, you know what? The factory is for concrete slabs, so I may have went the wrong way. That's okay. I can just back up here carefully. Make sure the trailer's straightened out here. And of course, I'm just kind of revving it a little bit just so I can back up carefully here. Alright, let's get these cargo containers, or at least one cargo container, over to the factory. I'm going to ignore my own mapping here and go this way. Because that's the factory I need to go to. I went to the wrong factory by mistake. I actually have 2 concrete slabs loaded up on another truck and need to go to that factory over there. Luckily, this truck always has all-wheel drive and diff lock turned on, so I don't really need to worry about that. Hopefully I don't need to go that way. I just want to be sure. No, I don't need to go that way. I personally like driving in first-person view, but it doesn't give you a good view of the cargo or a good view of the truck. But I really enjoy it personally. I mean, it's how I drive in real life, so I focus more on driving in first-person mode and driving carefully in first-person mode more than anything else, so like how I drive in real life. Alright. Let's go ahead and turn this truck around here. I never knew there was a scout field carrier here until I found it. And I've been playing this game for 4 years, so the interesting thing about replaying SnowRunner from the base game to what it is now is that you discover new things about SnowRunner that you never knew about. You also discover that the beginning tutorials have been totally changed from the first time they released the game. So that's really interesting. At least I find it interesting. if anybody really wants to experience SnowRunner like the most difficult mode possible, you can try installing the game and then turning off all the updates and just playing the game as is, which I tried the first time, and that was really difficult. Alright, back on track here, and I'm heading the way I'm supposed to be heading. And like the very first build, all you saw was like owl's eyes peeking at you from the forest there. And eventually, if you drove behind it, you would see that they were just like pixels loaded into the trees that kind of mimicked owl's eyes. So I think that's really interesting. That's the very first build. That's before you installed any updates for SnowRunner. Of course, now it kind of looks as modern as possible, as modern as it's going to get for like the PS4 era type of game. I can't wait to see what Snowcraft looks like though, so I'm excited about that game. Of course, I'm gonna play a lot of Expedition. I'm gonna put it on the channel eventually. I started out with multiple video game projects, or at least multiple types of games, but I found that really wasn't sustainable, and I'm sure a lot of people who have tried different projects on YouTube found the same thing. So now I just focus on SnowRunner, and then eventually I'll move on to other games, if I personally get that far. I rarely ever do any driving at night, so just doing a night run here. Right. Let's make it afternoon here, and let's go deliver this cargo. So for that first warehouse, it needed 2 concrete slabs, so I just made a mistake there and go in there first. But let's get going. I've got the Taiga here and everything I need. One of the things I personally struggle with SnowRunner is finding a use for the high gear there. So I've been actually testing it off screen to see if there is any real use for it. Most of the time, you can find use for low gear, low high, or low low, or even the transmission where you can kind of adjust your low gears. But I've been really struggling to find a use for high gear there. And I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell me what you can find use for high gear for. But I'm gonna keep working at it. I'm sure there's an actual use for it somewhere in the game that just either somebody else discovered or it's just not very obvious. Now, what I like about the Taiga here, that it has this piece on the hood that makes it very easy to center the truck on the highway. So as long as you have or road, so that's what I'm trying to say. But as long as you have that kind of like dent there, centered on the highway, or spoiler on the hood centered on the highway, it's really kind of hard to oversteer or understeer the vehicle. So you can use that centerpiece there and that spoiler to determine where you're going in first person mode. So I really like that about the Taiga. And even the other Taiga vehicle, which is much further in the game, has something similar if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that. That truck comes as a quest reward in another map. But instead of like driving through the mountains there, going all the way around, I'm just taking the highway here and using the bridge, which is really easy. All right, that is the end of Quartermaster Supreme. If you guys like what you're seeing, be sure to like and subscribe to Best Practice Gaming. Be sure to comment and hit the bell notification icon. And again, my name is Rob, and have an excellent day to everybody. Be sure to drive safe if you are driving trucks or just driving in normal vehicles in real life. Have a great day.